Hey everyone, I'm back once again, and today I got a movie collection. I've never done this ever, like on none of my social medias, and I just want to show y'all like all the movies I own. It's a lot, so it's gonna be a long video. Can y'all please like and subscribe and share, you know, help a brother out, please. But let's start it off. The first movie, Incredibles. Man, this takes me back. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. I've watched this, I know, probably over 1,000 times by now. Um, it's just a good story. Like overall, I like how it's set like in the 1950s. Um, like the whole family dynamic they got going on. It's just cool overall. And it won a Academy Award in 2003 for best animated film. Like, and I heard they making a Incredibles 3. I can't wait till it drop. I'm buying it first day, like when it comes out. But yeah. Next we have the sequel. Incredibles 2. It was a couple years went by. This came out in, man, it was way later. I know that. I remember. Um, man. And this one was more about Elastigirl than Mr. Incredible. Disney Pixar's Incredible 2. Yeah, it says Helen is called on to lead a campaign to bring supers back, and Bob must juggle day-to-day heroics of home life. But when a new villain emerges with a brilliant and dangerous plot, the pars meet the challenge together with Frozone by their side. Yeah, this movie was crazy. And then we see more powers of Jack Jack. Like he's the most powerful one of the whole family. Like he got uh laser vision. I believe he can go through different dimensions, go through walls. He can set himself on fire. He can turn to metal. He can turn to that monster demon thing. Yo, he's crazy. This movie was really good, but I still like the first one more. And next we have, I know y'all gonna like this, all the Dragon Ball Z fans, Battle of the Gods. Let's go, man. I went to the movies. Yeah, I went to the movies to see this one, Resurrection F, and Broly movie. I didn't. Oh no, I went to see all of them. Yeah, all the new ones. Yo, this is when he fought Beerus, and they train with Whis. It's basically Dragon Ball Super, but in movie form. Like it explains a lot, you know. Earth greatest heroes takes Earth's greatest hero takes his place among the gods. And this is the uncut version. It includes like 20 minutes of never before seen footage. Yo, this movie was hot when it first came out. And then they did like the whole, 3D thing. That's what took it to another level. Stunning animation, yeah, spellbinding action sequences highlight the first new Dragon Ball Z feature film in 17 years. Like they waited a long time to make this. Man. Beerus, the devastating god of destruction, travels to Earth in search of an opponent who can match his brutal skills. Driven by visions of an all-powerful warrior known as the Super Saiyan God. That's when his hair turned red. Beerus threatens to destroy the planet unless a worthy challenger steps forward. Joined by an all-star cast of Dragon Ball characters, Goku must draw upon his power of his friends to unlock the strength of Super Saiyan God and stop Beerus' evil rampage. Yo, this movie was, yo, I've watched this a couple times. I ain't gonna lie, really good. The next, it came out after Resurrection F. This is the one where, if y'all remember, Frieza came back and then he was Golden Frieza because he was serving time in hell, basically. Like he was in that cocoon. And I think this is the one, I want to say this is the one he was going to wish. Or not, I think that's the Broly movie. It could have been this one. Well, he said he wanted to wish to be like 5 centimeters, 5 inches taller or something like that. It's a crazy wish. Revenge takes its final form for almost 2 decades. Dragon Ball Z has been an explosive worldwide phenomenon. R.I.P. to Akira Toriyama. And the most iconic villain of the series is back, and he hasn't grown softer with age. Now he was angry. He was real but mad. Even the complete obliteration of his physical form can't stop the galaxy's most evil overlord. After years of spiritual purgatory, Frieza has been resurrected and plans to take his revenge on the Z Fighters of Earth, facing off against Frieza's powerful new form in his army of 1,000 soldiers. Like, he put out all the stops. Goku and Vegeta must reach new levels of strength in order to protect Earth from their vengeful nemesis. This movie was nuts. I remember when I went to the movies to see this. I believe I went to Malco. It's like a local theater where we live. We got 2 of them, Cinemark and Malco. But Malco is like, it's like a bigger theater where we live. But our Cinemark is like in the back of our mall. And next, we have the Broly movie. Yo, classic, instant classic. Fates collide in the destructive showdown. Yo, Broly, because they reinvented Broly after all them years. Because, in the older ones, he just was like brute force. He was kind of like how the Hulk, like when he goes into rage, like the old Hulk, how he didn't have no sense of anything. He just would go off and just destroy everything in his path. But this one, he had more sense, I guess you could say. He had a better backstory on this one. He just wasn't mad just because he wanted to kill Goku. Well, Kakarot. What do you call him? Knowing that there are increasingly powerful forces in the universe that he has yet to encounter, Goku spends all of his time training to achieve greater strength. One fateful day, a mysterious new Saiyan appears before Goku and Vegeta. Broly. How can a Saiyan and a member of the proud warrior race that was annihilated after the destruction of planet Vegeta? Yeah, that happened. Frieza appear on Earth. With the return of Frieza from hell, a fierce battle awaits these 3 Saiyans who have followed completely different destinies. Yeah, this movie was crazy. 45 minutes of extra. I remember that too, because I got the Blu-ray, DVD, and digital version. I ain't bought a DVD in so long, y'all. I need to get back into it. Like, I was addicted to collecting them. Next up, we have Dragon Ball Super Hero. Yo, this one's like reflective, like really reflective. I liked it, this one. I went to sleep because I was working at a factory at the time and I was real tired. So I went to sleep at the movies close to the end when he was fighting Cell. It said, "Can your shelf contain this power?" Yeah, this movie was crazy. Because this is the one Gohan went like another form where his hair turned gray and it was like really long. And Piccolo got a new form too. He turned orange. Yeah. It says bigger, mightier, super. Descendants of the Red Ribbon Army's sinister leaders have renewed their quest for world domination As their ultra-powerful androids seek their own brand of justice against Earth's heroes, Piccolo and Gohan must push their powers to new limits. 2022 special video. Yeah, it had special features. Oh yeah, and then these two. They were like the new androids, 1 and 2. They were pretty cool. I think one was like for justice and the other one, he just didn't care. I forgot the difference in them, but this movie was epic. And then Cell, it was like another form of Cell, but he was like red. But he overpowered himself in the end, so that's how they beat him. Excuse me. But overall, it was pretty good. And then next we have One Piece. I know y'all remember this. Strong World and One Piece Z. One Piece Film Z. Yeah. Both of them are good. I ain't watched them in a while, but I remember them. I'ma always love One Piece. It's like my top favorite anime of all time. There's gonna be a rumble in the jungle in the original one. Okay, this is Strong World. In the original One Piece movie written and created by Ichiro Oda. Or Ichiro. When the Straw Hats catch wind of trouble in the peaceful waters of the East Blue, they quickly set course for home. But before they reach their destination, Face leads them into the deadly path of Golden Line. I remember him, Shiki. Yeah, he always got that cigar. And his legs are like swords, like blades. This gravity-defying madman needs a navigator, and he wants Nami. Yeah, I want to say he kidnapped Nami in the movie, but it was pretty good. And then then Z. I don't really remember much about Z. When the Straw Hats rescue a drowning man, they have no idea what manner of evil they just welcomed aboard. The mysterious stranger turns out to be former Marine Admiral Zephyr, a madman with a deadly right arm. He said madman on the other one too. Called Battle Smasher. This grief-crazed harbinger of doom is hell-bent on destroying the new world and all the pirates in it. Dang, he pure evil then. I want to say that's him. Oh, you can't really see him, but I think I went to sleep on that movie. I don't really remember. I sort of remember some of the fight scenes, but it's been so long. The next we have One Piece Gold. This is a classic. I watched it only one time though. I didn't really get into it. It said, it's a life or death gamble. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grand Tesoro, the world's greatest entertainment city where anyone can strike it rich. Stroll through our luxurious casinos. And I was just talking about casinos at my job with this guy I work with. Place your bets on thrilling races and enjoy a ride in one of our top-of-the-line turtle mobiles. Wouldn't it be slow, though? The world is your oyster in this ocean of gold, and don't mind the beggars. Gambling debt should be of no concern of our VIP guests. Please, won't you join us in a little game of dice? Won't you join us in a little game of dice? You've got nothing to lose. The Straw Hats are at it again in an all-new high-flying adventure. A gripping tale unfolds. I'm reading too fast. In the spectacular city of Grand Tesoro, where Luffy and his crew are drawn by dreams of hitting the jackpot. With so much luck, Luffy's winning streak can't possibly end. But behind the gilded curtains lies a powerful king whose deep pockets and deeper ambitions spell disaster for all. One Piece Gold. Epic. Okay, and then the last One Piece film, I believe, I have is One Piece Stampede. I remember I was wanting this so bad. I want to say I bought it off of Amazon. I got most of all of these off of Amazon or Walmart. I just went at Walmart and bought them. It's the 20th anniversary movie that trampled box office records. Whoa. A celebration of the legacy of One Piece. Oh, so this is like the 20th anniversary. I didn't know that. The world's boldest buccaneers set sail for the Great Pirate Festival, where the Straw Hats join a mad dash race to find Gold D. Rogers' treasure. There's just one little problem. An old member of Rogers' crew has a sinister score to settle. I remember him. His name was Bullet or something like that. And he was super strong. Like, he just could look at people, and his hockey or whatever, like, could just knock everybody out. It didn't knock Luffy out, though. And I remember they was just like having like a staring contest, basically. And Luffy and him, like, it was like colliding. It was like this big, I don't even know how to explain, like, barrier. If you watch the movie, you know. I hope I'm not spoiling it, but yo, they got all the whole crew. Luffy, Sanji, Nami, Brook, Zoro, Nico Robin, Usopp, and Chopper. And Frankie. Then that's the main bad guy. Bullet. I want to say that's his name. Next we have, I bet y'all surprised about this, Your Name. They kept talking about it so much that I had to get it because I was just like, why not? You know? They said it's like one of the best animated movies ever. Like, so I had to get it. The country's most emotional, stunning anime ever. Vividly realized and emotionally satisfying variety. And I want to say in this movie, they switched bodies, him and her. And they had to like try to survive in each other's bodies, but it was like a falling star or meteor or something. Let me see. From director Makoto Shinkai, the innovative mind behind Voices of a Distant Star and 5 centimeters per second, comes a beautiful masterpiece about time, the thread of fate, and the hearts of two young souls. Mitsuha and Taki are complete strangers living separate lives until they suddenly switch places. Yep, I remember that. Mitsuha wakes up in Taki's body. Yep, and he in hers. This occurrence happens randomly, and they must adjust their lives around each other. Yet somehow it works, and they build a connection by leaving notes for one another. Yeah, I remember that. Until they wish to finally meet. But something stronger than distance may keep them apart. Yeah, this movie was deep. Man, when did this come out? Oh, I can't even. The text is so long. But I do remember this movie, though. Yeah. And, you know, I always get the combo pack. I try to. It'd be higher, but it's worth it, though. Man. But Your Name. Yeah, it won Best Animated Feature nominee, Best Animated Feature winner for Los Angeles Film Critics, for the Annie Awards, Best Animated Film for, what is that? Guess International, and then Japan Academy Prize. Yo, it won some stuff. Okay, now we're gonna sort of keep it a little Dragon Ball Z just for these two. These are just a bunch of movies in one. It's basically got Dead Zone, The World's Strongest, Tree of Might, Lord Slug, and Cooler's Revenge. Classic Dragon Ball movies. What's a 5-movie pack? Yeah. 5 thrilling flicks at one amazing price. Dragon Ball film. You know, Garlic Jr., Lord Slug, Turles, the Tree of Might. That's when he had the fruit. And yeah, see, Turles. You can see. The one that looked like Goku but evil. And then Cooler's brother, Cooler's Revenge. That's when he came back as Meta Cooler. Like, in Dragon Ball Z, like, he's one of my favorite enemies. I like Frieza, he's smart and stuff, but his brother was always Cooler to me. And then his name is Cooler. You know, and then, you know, it's all based off of like cold, like freezing cold, like freezer, like refrigerator. You know, and a lot of their names like Vegeta based off of vegetable, Piccolo based off of pickles. You know, Broly triple threat. Now see, this is the old Broly I was talking about earlier. It had like, ooh, this had like 3 movies in it. Oh, Bio Broly. Broly Second Coming, and then Broly the Legendary Super Saiyan. Let's see, this is the front. Oh, this is the one. Every time they would be fighting, you know, it would play like rock music. Yeah, they don't make them like this no more. Man, I miss these good old days, man. These take me back. But I remember I didn't see Bio Broly until I got older. From what I remember, I don't think Bio Broly was that good. I hate to say that, but I don't think it was too noteworthy of a movie. But next we have Avengers Confidential, Black Widow, Punisher. It's basically like Marvel, but like anime, I guess you could say. I don't really know what to say about this. It was good. 2 legendary heroes, 1 unstoppable force. After interfering with a top secret mission, the Punisher is taken into custody by S.H.I.E.L.D. agent and Avenger Black Widow at the orders of director Nick Fury. Punisher, yeah, it's just basically the same like Marvel stuff that you see all the time. I'm not really into Marvel. I'll watch the real movies. I'll tell you what I really want. Next is the trilogy of Guardians of the Galaxy. That's what I want. Dante's Inferno. Now I just bought this about 2 months ago. Yeah, he went through literal hell, through like the 9 circles of hell. Dante, he's trying to save Beatrice. If you play the game, you know. It's basically like the game, but like every time he goes through a circle, the animation changes. It's so cool. But it's very violent. It's definitely not made for kids. 88 minutes long, dang. But it's classic. I liked it. Limbo, lust, gluttony, greed, anger, heresy, violence, fraud, and treachery. Dang. 7 deadly sins. Oh no, that's the 9 circles of hell, made famous by Dante. Alighieri. Oh yeah, the one that wrote it. In his framed masterpiece, Dante's Inferno, his story of the Divine Comedy. But that's just like one part of the story, I believe. But it became more popular because, you know, he goes to hell. And everybody thinks that's interesting. Like the heaven and hell, the whole religious thing. I think that's what caught a lot of people's attention. You know, as he carries the cross, and he literally has the cross on his chest. So that's pretty cool. Next, we have one of my most favorite animes, Naruto. I'm gonna start with this. The 4 movie collection. Naruto the movie, Naruto Bonds, Naruto the Lost Tower, and Naruto the Will of Fire. I like to get like whole box sets with like the whole movies in it, so I can like, you know, like binge watch them. Yeah, every one of them they good. You know, they always fight like another team, and Naruto learns like a new move or something like that. It's always something. I like Shippuden, but I like the original Naruto more. But I don't think I have none of the original Naruto movies. I think all of them. Yeah, see, them like Shippuden movies. And then this, now, y'all might hate on me for this, but Boruto is the worst. It may have gotten better now, but it's the worst version of the Naruto saga. Like, what are they thinking? Is this a series? Oh, this is the movie, yeah. I just can't get with Boruto. I tried watching the show. It was horrible. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just couldn't get into it, man. They really failed with this one. Naruto is 7 Hokage now, and it just ain't good, man. It just ain't good, man. I don't know. I hate to say that, but it's true. And then Naruto the Last. I remember this. My cousin came over one day, and she spent the night. So this is some years back, and we watched this whole movie when I first got it. And man, she loved it, man, and I did too, man. It's classic, man. Um, they all adults now, Naruto and all them. And man, it just takes me back, man, Like he finally married Hinata. I think in this one I wanna say. Yeah, that was like his wife. And then they had kids and it was like the next generation. Then that's when Boruto started. Then it was just whack. And I think I watched this movie one time. My Hero Academia. Two Heroes. Yeah. I never really got into this. I know they had powers called quirks or something like that. I know it's good though. From what I've seen, I like the animation. I know a lot of people love this. Like this and like Demon Slayer, stuff like that. Never got into Demon Slayer, never got into Attack on Titan. Never got into those. Oh, this movie right here. This movie's so good, it's a racing movie. Red Line. How I found out about this was some years ago. A guy told me on Instagram, he was like, have you watched Red Line before? I was like, what's that? This is this guy's hair. He's got like a pompadour hairstyle. Bro, this movie is crazy. Y'all gotta watch this. It's like high speed racing. They trying to race to the finish line, but the car just breaks all into pieces in the end. The most insanely exciting, visually exhilarating anime film you've seen in decades. It's true. Believe me when I say this. This movie is insane. The animation is next level. It's like God tier, like Universal. Like, man, Red Line should not be missed. Listen to what they said. It should not be missed. Yo, you gotta see this. And then next I have Pop Culture Bento Box. I think I bought this from Walmart. It's got like different movies in it. The Little Prince and the Eight-Headed Dragon, Battle in Outer Space, Mothra, Memories, Astro Boy, Viper's Creed, Godzilla the series. It's just like a bunch of old school anime all put together. I think it's got some newer stuff, but I only watched it one time. And then this one, it's got two movies, Memories and Metropolis. One of them is the Metropolis one. I think that's the one that made Astro Boy. And then the one that made Memories is Katsuhiro Otomo, or whatever his name is. He's the one that made the next movie I'm finna show y'all. He's the one that made this, Akira. The famous bike slide. All kind of animations and cartoons and real life movies have used this right here. The walk up. I even seen Kendrick Lamar new album BNX. Him walking up to the Black Grand National car like this, but he got on, the blue. But yeah, this picture right, bro. I still want that coat with the peel on it. Yo. Classic. This is like one of the first anime a lot of people was introduced to. And this was the 25th year anniversary. Man. Neo Tokyo is about to explode. Yo, this movie, if you haven't seen this, I don't know. You need to go watch it. It's like a cyberpunk type. It gets deep. Akira. It isn't just a movie. It, like they said, it's a genesis of a genre. It's like what started it all, like the epic, and everything was hand drawn. It like took them forever to make this thing. It's like next level. And then I'm gonna take y'all back. This is the only cassette I got with me. But Sailor Moon, Super S. Me and my sister, when we was young, we used to watch this over and over. We love Sailor Moon. It was one of the first animes I started watching. Dragon Ball Z and this were the first two. And then I think later was like Digimon and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! But, yo, Artemis, the cats, and Tuxedo Man, and yeah, it was good. Okay, now I got some sort of realistic movies. Final Destination. I just got into this. I've been seeing it for years. When I was younger, I was too scared to watch it, but I just like how, he could see the future of like how people gonna pass away, and he was trying to avoid that. It's really good, classic, and the ending was crazy. Like the way they died, they was like dying one by one, but you could help somebody skip their fate if you jumped in the way or stopped it. And bro, because it started off with like a plane crash. And he seen that this plane crash was gonna happen, so he got off the plane and he was trying to warn everybody else. There was like a class, it was like school, and they was trying to avoid it. He was trying to avoid it. And he got off the plane, him and like 2 or 3 other people. But everybody else on the plane, it blew up in the air, like, and they all died. And he knew, bruh, this is epic. I think I only got this one in Final Destination 3. I was at my local thrift store, City Thrift, and I found both of these. I'm gonna have to get number 2. But I think it only goes up to number 4 where it's like canon. After number 4, I want to say the one that's just called Final Destination, it's like a reboot. And then the story don't continue after that. It's a different storyline. But it keep passing on to the next person. I remember that survives. And then next, we got Batman: The Dark Knight Returns. Now, I'm going to do a video on just Batman's. I might bring this one back. But I got all the Batman movies except like the newest ones. I say within the last 3 years, I don't have probably 2 years, I don't have them. But I have every Batman and Robin or Batman, basically every DC comic animated movie, I got it. I got like I didn't bring them out, but I got them. I'm going to do another video on them. Batman, Under the Red Hood, classic. You already know. This is the one Batman beat the brakes off of Robin in the bathroom, in the restroom, when they was fighting on that scene. Because, bruh, he beat him senseless. I want to say this the one. Yeah. Yo, you got to see it. Because Robin was wanting to kill the Joker, but he didn't have the guts to do it. He had the gun on Joker, and he was like, I'm going to finish him, but he didn't do it. But yeah, good movie. And then Batman, Long Halloween. I got to get the first part. This is just the second part. This was pretty good. I like the animation. Of course, Two-Face, Harvey Dent, Poison Ivy, Scarecrow, and then our boy Bruce Wayne, a.k.a. Batman. Oh, they having Thanksgiving or Halloween or something. But, yeah. Halloween. Will this holiday never end? Hey, this was good. All the DC movies are good, pretty much. The animated. I don't know about the real ones. Some of the real ones are good. Injustice. Y'all remember this? I think I bought this time it came out. A lot of these I did. I went to Walmart and got this. Who will stand against the Man of Steel? Yeah, this movie was crazy. Oh, y'all gonna like these. Oh man, y'all remember this? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Come on now. I went to the movies to see this when it first came out. And it had an all new mini movie with Spider-Ham. Yo, Spider Noir, uh, the Japanese Spider-Man, Spider-Ham, and then the original Spider-Man, and then Miles Morales, and then Gwen. Yo, this movie right here, what it say? A great Spider-Man adventure for everybody. Yo, this movie, it changed the way animation was looked at, like how they slowed down the frames and all that. Like, if you know, you know. Like, animation wasn't like this before this movie came out. They really made it like a comic book, but like a realistic comic book that you could just study. Like, they got book. Oh, I want the book. It's this book that came out telling about how they animated all the different animators and they just tell like story and stuff. Bro, this is classic. And then, you know, I had to hit them with the part 2. Okay, this is Into the Spider-Verse. This is Across the Spider-Verse. I just got this recently. I got it off Amazon. They really upped it with this one. Over 90 minutes of special features. See, I ain't even watched it. And how I watched this, how I first seen this was on TikTok. Somebody was showing it on their TikTok live. I watched it like 3 times, back to back. They just had it going back to back, like rolling. Good movie, man. Very good. This is where you meet the Hobie, the Spider-Man that changes every frame or something like that. Like, he be like glitching out, like the whole multiverse. This way you met like all them different Spider-Mans, and then O'Hara, the 2099 Spider-Man, he was like very angry. But when you look at his backstory, you can understand like he lost his whole family and he didn't want the universe to be like destroyed. But Miles, he was trying to get back to his time, but he ended up, so a spoiler, you know, in the end, if you watch this, he ended up in the wrong dimension and he ended up seeing himself, but his self was the Prowler instead of his uncle. Like, his uncle was the Prowler in the first movie, but his alternate dimension, evil Miles Morales was Predator, the Prowler. And his Miles Morales' dad dies in this other dimension, the wrong dimension that he went to. And man, it gets deep. And that's how it ended. I can't wait to the next. I forgot what it's called. This is Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse. And it's going to be called something verse. I know. Something Spider-Verse. But these two, epic. You already know. Spider-Man always used to be my first. He was my first favorite superhero of all time. And then I got into Batman. He became my favorite. Next, we got Kung Fu Panda, the first one. Now, this was gifted to my mom by my Uncle Pina. He gave this to my mom for her birthday one year. This was way back. Man, what? This had to be like, what, 2006? Maybe? Yeah. 2005, I want to say 2006. But real good movie. I've watched this probably over 1,000 times. But contrary to belief, this is my mom's favorite. My favorite is Kung Fu Panda 2. This bad boy. Kung Fu Panda 2 is epic. But on the first Kung Fu Panda, my favorite part is the end part. Is when he grabbed his finger and he was like, the Wuxi finger hold? And he was like, oh, you know this hold? And he's like, you're bluffing. He said, you don't know. Shifu didn't teach you that. And then he said, nah. He was like, I figured it out. And then he said, skadoosh. And he destroyed, like, he killed him on the first. Tai Long, that was his name, the enemy. But he said, he was like, you're just a big fat panda. And then, when he said this part, he was like, I'm not a big fat panda. He said, I'm the big fat panda. And then he said, skadoosh. Man, the second one, though, is my favorite. Because the Peacock tried to destroy everything that Po had. Like, he thought he had killed all the pandas. So when he seen Po, he was like, I killed all your people, but he didn't. And so he traveled there to fight Shin, what's his name. And he beat him in the end. And he thought he couldn't win because he thought he took everything from him, but he still won. He persevered. Best one to me. The second one, bro. But the first one will always be classic. And then the third one, I liked it this one because he got to meet his whole family. Yeah, he got to see all of them again. And it was epic. You know, he was fighting Kai because he was taking all the souls. And, you know, Oogway, this was Oogway's old friend from like 1,000 years ago or something. And I love that part when Oogway was describing like how they used to be friends and how he carried him for days up the mountain, and then they found a secret village hidden in the mountains of pandas, and they taught him the ancient secrets of healing. And they healed Oogway because he was wounded really bad. But Kai wanted to take all the power for himself because he learned how to reverse it. Instead of healing, he knew how to take. And him and Oogway and Kai had a big fight. And he banished him to the spirit realm. And that's how Kai got there and was there for all them years. But Kai just wanted revenge, but, you know, Poe beat him in the end. Poe basically, because he couldn't defeat him using the skadoosh move. He tried to use it on him, but he was already dead. So he had to jump on him and teleport himself with him to the spirit realm, back to the spirit realm. And that was so risky, you know. He had some big kahunas, man, to do something like that. And then next we have Kung Fu Panda 4. Now, I bought this about 2 months ago. This is one of my last purchases I made. You know, I had to get it because it's part of the Kung Fu Panda collection. You know, I got to finish the collection off. Number 4, it had Awkwafina as the fox. As you can see, her. Shifu was in there. It didn't show the Furious 5 really none in there. This one wasn't that good to me. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it, but it just don't hit the same as the other 3, in my opinion. I like the end part when Tai Lung, because you know he came back and he was like, you know, he was like, you did good, Poe. Like, you know, he understood why he was a dragon warrior. And I liked it that when they all faded back and went back to the spirit realm. But this one, it just, they try to be too funny. They try to put too much comedy in it, and I wasn't feeling it. But next we have, ooh, now this is a good one. Now y'all gonna like this. Shrek. It say 2, but this is the Shrek All 4 movie collection. It's got all of them: Shrek, Fiona, the 3 Little Pigs, Donkey's babies, Donkey's kids, the Wizard, Lord Farquaad, Prince Charming, his mom, the witch, basically, Peter Piper. And this is the back of it. Bro, I love Shrek. Shrek will always be my favorite of all. Like, one of my favorite animated movies. But I'm going to tell y'all what my favorite is. I like Shrek 1. Shrek 1 is, of course, it's the original. It's what started it all, so of course I'm going to like it. But my favorite is Shrek 2. I've watched Shrek 2 so many times, I should know the whole movie by heart. Like, at this point. Yo, classic, man. This is the one where they switch bodies. Well, they turn human again. He took the spell and it turned Donkey into a stallion, as you can see. He was a horse. But Puss in Boots, he didn't take it. He didn't take the potion. But they had to have a kiss before sundown or something like that. And Prince Charming was faking like he was Shrek. And then he was dancing with Fiona. But Fiona knew. She knew he wasn't Shrek. She was like, nah, you not Shrek. Shrek the Third was really good. Yeah, Shrek the Third was good too. I really liked it. But Shrek 2 gonna always have my heart. And then Shrek Forever After was good too. The final chapter. He wished that he didn't have all that, and so it sent him to another dimension. And basically everything was different. Fiona was a warrior. Donkey didn't know who he was. Puss in Boots was like a pet and he was fat. It was just all different. And so in the end, he was able to get the contract back from Rumpelstiltskin so he could go back to his time. But yeah, Shrek, man. Funny, good for the whole family. I heard that they're working on Shrek 5. I hope that they make it. That'll be so cool. Next we have Scooby-Doo. I used to watch this all the time when I was younger. I had the real one. When I went to visit my family in South Carolina, they gave me a Shrek 2. I mean, not Shrek 2. Scooby-Doo 2. This is back like 2003. But this one has Scooby-Doo, The Legend of the Vampire, Scooby-Doo, Where's My Mummy, Scooby-Doo and the Samurai Sword, Scooby-Doo and the Legend of Phantasaur. So it's got like 4 movies. But, you know, I'm always like Scooby-Doo. I used to have cover bed sheets like with him all over it. Classic. Now I know every Christmas I like watching this. I had to get it. The Polar Express. I just was watching this at work the other day. My favorite scene on here is the hobo scene when he was on top of the train and he was talking to him and he was like, "Do you believe in ghosts?" And he was looking at him like, and he was like, "No." And he was like, "Interesting." And then he was like, "Well, let's go find that girl." But man, like, he lost his ticket. It fell out his pocket, but he found it some kind of way. And then he lost the girl's ticket on one part, and it flew all off the train. An eagle caught it, flew over a mountain, came back, and then it came back in the train and almost went to the event. Yo, this movie was good. We used to watch this at my school. They would put it on the big projector on the wall, and we would watch this like in the gym or in class. Like they would just put it on TV. So good. Yeah, and the animation was so good for its time. Like, this came out like, what, 2004? 5, I want to say? This is an old movie, man. But we used to watch this all the time. The Secret of NYMF 1 and 2. Now, I'm taking y'all all the way back. And All Dogs Go to Heaven 1 and 2. Very good movies. Classic. They don't make them like this no more. Like, you don't see stuff like this no more. It takes me back. It makes me think of the Toaster. I know y'all know about it. Well, those of you that know, what's it called? The Secret Life of the Toaster or something like that? Yeah. But they take me back. And then Aristocats. We used to watch this like over and over and over and over and over again. Everybody wants to be a cat. And see, look, that's the scene. They was playing the piano and they went all the way through the whole house, like each floor. They were just tearing through the floor, just playing the piano. Classic, funny. They got put away from their home because the guy was jealous. So he put the cats in a bag and took them and tried to hide them, but they found their way back in the end. Very good movie. Instant classic. Like one of Disney's greatest movies, I feel like. Man, we watched this. We had this on cassette. Like, well, VCR. Yeah. Man. Anastasia. Another classic. Used to watch this all the time. I love the animation. It reminds me of sort of, it's a little different though. It reminds me of the Iron Giant, like how good the animation was. But I want to say it's sort of like based on a true story. Maybe, maybe not. But I ain't watching forever. But yeah, Very good movie. Well, this ain't no movie. I'm gonna do a series later about all the different series that I own. Sinbad, Joseph King of Dreams, and El Dorado. I got a 3-movie, and I ain't never really watched Sinbad and the Legend of the Seven Seas. But I watched Joseph King of Dreams so many times, and I used to watch El Dorado. But Joseph King of Dreams is one of my all-time favorite Christian movies based off the Bible. Because as y'all already know, my real name is Solomon, so I got a biblical name. So I was raised in church, and I ain't been in a while. I need to get back in church. But yeah, very good. Yeah, man. That Joseph King of Dreams, though, I just really... And Chael, you know, she was kind of hot on the road to El Dorado. But Joseph King of Dreams, I like when he was interpreting the Pharaoh's dreams on there, and he was telling them all about it. Yeah, I told y'all, this is going to be a long video. And next we have TMNT. I want to say this came out in 2006. 2007, yeah. The 3D animated. I remember this first came out, I wanted it so bad. I had the video game. I used to play it on, believe it or not, PSP when it came out. My friend had it. His name was CJ. And speaking of CJ, man, I'm going to have to talk to him, man. I ain't seen him in years, man. He was my best friend. We used to go to the movies, man, about every weekend, man. And, man, a lot of these movies that I'm telling y'all about, we would go to the movies and watch them. Like, all the Marvel movies, like, I don't have any of them on disc, but we went to see all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Well, we seen the first 2. We didn't go watch the third one. But we went to see all the, you know, the Marvel, like Thanos and all them, you know, Endgame and all that. Okay, classics. But again, I don't know why it always falls on. Number 3 is my favorite of these. I like number 2 too, cause the mad scientist Dr. Octopus with the tentacles, arms. But number 3 is when he had the black suit, the symbiote Spider-Man, when Venom took over. Oh my goodness, man. Classic. All 3 of them good. The first one, it always takes me back. Like when he was fighting the Green Goblin and he killed him, his own hoverboard came back and killed him because he tried to hit Peter Parker with it, or Spider-Man with it, and it came and it went through him and he was in the wall. Yeah. I had the toy. I think I had the Green Goblin toy, I want to say. Bro, he was pure evil. That mask kept talking to him. He was psycho. Like, I don't know. It was like the spirit of the Green Goblin was taking his mind over or something. And then in the third one, it was talking to his son, Harry. And that was creepy. And next, this is the last movie I bought. I just seen it. I Am Sam. Now, this one, it brings tears to my eyes. I cannot watch the full thing. I tried. It's like really, really sad. Like, bad sad. Like, you know, he has like disabilities and it's deep, you know. I don't really buy realistic movies, but this one, I had to get it because he was trying to raise a little girl, but he had the mind of a 7-year-old, so he couldn't really raise her. And it'll humble you. I don't care how, you know, uptight you are or think that you're better than people. You watch this, man, it'll bring you down, man. Like, I think everybody should watch this. You know, I know it may come offensive to some people, but I didn't see it as offensive. It just, love is all you need. Yeah, I Am Sam, man. It's really good. Oh, but man, I'm gonna take y'all back. Ghost Rider. Now the second one, trash. If you've seen it, or if you haven't watched, don't watch the second one. But the first one is really good. His curse became his power. Nicolas Cage, he did excellent, man. My favorite part is this part. When he teamed up with the old guy, and that was his last ride on the horse. And he was like, I'm gonna take this last ride. And because he gave him the contract to Sam Benghazi, they had to go in the desert, and he was going to go face Mephisto. And Mephisto was pure evil, man. Like, he had all them demons in him, and yo. And my other favorite part is when he went in there, when he turned to Ghost Rider, and he was like, all them guys had grabbed him, they was holding him down, and he knocked them all off, and he looked at that guy, the young boy that was in there, and he was like, "You innocent." And then he walked off, and that was so cool. He melted the bars, and then he just left. Oh, and when he went up that building, that glass building on the motorcycle, he went straight up, bro. That was so cool. And that guy was cleaning the window. And when he went up, he was like, he turned back around. He was like, all that was gone. Like, it just was like a mark, a hole left from the tires on the demon bike. Got some more classics for y'all. Matrix Reloaded. Matrix. I gotta get the first Matrix. And then I got Matrix Revolutions. Unopened copy. I think it was re-sealed or something, but see, it's closed. It's a sealed copy. I don't think I'm ever open this. I think I'm just gonna buy another one. But Matrix changed the game, changed so many people's lives, man. All kind of people love Matrix. I mean, how can you go wrong with these two, man? Classics. Next we have Final Fantasy, Advent Children. My Uncle Pina, I know I talk about him a lot, but they say I look just like him. He was heavy into anime. He was really got me into video games. He got me into Dynasty Warriors, all of that. This movie is so good with Cloud and Tifa, and they kept saying mother because Jenova was like Sephiroth, like her offspring, like she was like an alien or something like that. Very good. I've watched this movie so many times. Classic. I love the music. The Sephiroth music, the One Wing Angel, sick. And this is the older Final Fantasy. Spirits of... 2 big thumbs up. I only watched it like one time, but I got this for like, look, $2.98. I had to have it because I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy, if y'all already know. I got mostly all the Final Fantasy games except like the older ones, but I got like a lot of the new ones. But it was pretty good. I think this one's made in the 90s or early 2000s. 2001, yeah. So it was very good animation. But if you haven't seen it, I think you should check it out. Special edition, That's all I fool with. Next we have Mortal Kombat Legends. And I'm going to go by the other movies, the one about Kenshi and the one about Johnny Cage. But Scorpion's Revenge was good. Very bloody. Mortal Kombat always be violent, but I love Mortal Kombat. I don't care. And Mortal Kombat Legends Battle of the Realms. And let me know in the comments if y'all have any of these, because I got so many movies, y'all. It's just like endless. Shao Kahn, Liu Kang. My favorite is, I want to say Scorpion. I like all the ninjas. Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Ermac, Chameleon, all of them. Oh, excuse me. With my stomach. Pokemon. Y'all remember this? 4-film collection. We have Pokemon Heroes, the movie. Pokemon Forever, Pokemon Destiny Deoxys, one of my favorites. Pokemon Jirachi? Wishmaker. Classic. As you can see. Ash went through hell on earth. He did all this as a kid. He never really grew older in the show. He looked the same. And Pikachu looks exactly the same. Well, Pokemon, they evolved, but classic. If you don't know what Pokemon is, where have you been? I'm going to show y'all my Pokemon card collection one day. And my Yu-Gi-Oh card. I got so many Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It ain't even funny. When I was I told this story before, but when I was in the 4th grade, one of my 4th grade substitute teachers took my whole Pokemon deck of cards from me. and never gave it back. So I had to start over. Years later, I started over and just restarted collecting them. Muppets from Space and Muppets Take Manhattan. But Muppets in Space is the one I used to watch all the time. You're a shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright, you see, you can truly be. If you know, you know. Classic. We used to watch. Oh my God. Like, she's a brick. How? Yeah, they just played out. It was just classic 1970s, 60s style. Yo. Because they was experimenting on this one. They was experimenting on Gonzo. And they kidnapped him. And Kermit and then was trying to get him back. Madagascar 2. Now, I don't have the first one, which is weird. I don't have the first one or the third one. I think it's like 4 of them, I want to say. The second one was good because Alex, he was taken away from his home and brought to New York, but he didn't know he was originally from Africa, but he should have known he's a lion. But Marty and all of them, King Julian, I used to love him. Like on the show, he'd make me laugh. And Mort, and the penguins. The psychotic penguins. Those 4, they just, Skipper, what's the other name? Rico, Private, and what's the other one name? Y'all know. In the comments, y'all know. But yeah, them 4 penguins, man. And then this one will take y'all way back. Fern Gully. Do y'all remember this? Now, the young people, y'all probably ain't gonna know what this is. But this was like about the fairies, and they was like destroying the forest, the rainforest. The last rainforest, yeah. And the smoke took form, and he was like the bad guy. The smoke from the bulldozers. And it was just basically them trying to save their homeland. Yeah, it's saying when magic needs a miracle. Bruh, this movie is classic. 1992. Yeah, see. I used to watch this all the time. I think it's called The Brave Little Toaster. I just thought about it. The movie I was talking about earlier. But it sort of remind me of the same kind of animation. Okay. Now, I'm going to show y'all my favorite movie. My favorite animated movie of all time. Like, animated of all. Spirited Away. This movie right here is what really formed my, I don't know, man. It's a masterpiece, pure and simple. That's what it says on the back. This movie is a masterpiece. I gotta read this. From the most celebrated filmmakers in the history of animated cinema comes the most acclaimed film of 2002. Bro, Hayao Miyazaki's latest triumph, filled with astonishing animation, epic adventure, is a dazzling masterpiece for the ages. It's a wonderfully welcoming work of art that's as funny as entertaining, as it is brilliant, beautiful, and deep. Spirited Away is a wondrous fantasy about a young girl, Chihiro, trapped in a strange new world of spirits. When her parents undergo a mysterious transformation, she must call upon the courage she never knew she had to free herself and return her family to the outside world. This deluxe 2-disc set overflows with outstanding bonus features, including the Japanese television special about the making of the film. The inside view into the artistry of Miyazaki and the storyboard to scene comparison. Spirited Away is a spectacular DVD the whole family will want to experience over and over again. And it is so true. This movie, I've watched it so many times. I see why it won Best Animated Feature and Golden Bear Award and all that in New York Film Critics. Yo, if you haven't seen Spirited Away, you need to go watch it immediately. It's so good. Like when she went to the bathhouse, how her parents started eating all the food and they turned to pigs. Man, this is another classic. I think this is like my second favorite Ghibli movie. Howl's Moving Castle. with Hal and Sophie in the castle. I love when it first come on, the music, when you see the castle walking in the fog and the music that was playing. Oh my God. It reminds me of Spirited Away. Yo, it's just Joe Hisashi. That's the one that be making a lot of the music for these. Breathtaking. Beautiful movie. It's more like European style. Princess Mononoke. I used to be sort of scared of this, but it's long. It's like an hour, like how this video gonna be. It's like an hour long. The Star Wars of animated features. Well, I guess you could say that. That's what they say on the front. This is another good one. I drew her. What's her name? Sun? Yeah. They was like in the forest. Oh, yeah. Jada Pinkett. She voiced. Wow. Very good. It just talks about like nature and how humans destroy nature. It said the fate of the world rests on the courage of one warrior. Yeah. But it's real good. When he cut that, he should have never cut that deer antelope thing head off. That messed up everything. The Wind Rises. I remember this came out. He was into planes. This won some awards, I see. Toronto International Film Festival. Man, I want to make a film one day. You know, I'm working on 2 books, but man, I'd like to make me a film about the fantasy book I'm working on, Virgo Rain. I would love to have a book about that. Yo, this is so cool. The Wind Rises. And Fireworks, it was good. It was pretty good. Okay, y'all, I'm about to wrap it up. I got a few more movies to show y'all. It's just, it was like, they kept going back in time. I remember that about this one. They just kept going back in time. This one it's sad, but it's funny how she be singing. They thought she was crazy because the guy died and his spirit went into a hot air balloon or something. Yeah. Yeah. A porpoise. But nobody else could see him but her. And they thought she was crazy because they thought she was talking to herself. But it's good. It's really good. It's funny. Y'all should check this out. Ride Your Wave. Yeah, it's good. And then next we have, I don't curse, but MF. I think they're making a number 2 of this. It's probably already out. It's like street. It's based like California, like the hood, like gangster, gang banging, all that. They take on it like in a Japanese form. I think this was French animated. And to be honest, I actually talked to the guy that made this. Yeah. I DM'd him on Instagram one time because I really liked his artwork. And I need to do that more often so I can be in a movie or something. But yeah, I talked to the guy that made this. I know Vince Staples, RZA, Danny Trejo. Yo, this movie was crazy though. Angelina and his skull flame power. Yeah, this movie was crazy. Aesthetically striking, instantly immersive. The next we got White Snake. I can't find Green Snake, the second part, on DVD for nothing. But this is based off of, I guess, ancient like Chinese mythology. But it's really good. I really like the animation. I like the way they draw them. They look so cool, like, and it's deep. I think I like Green Snake more though. The second movie, I think I like it more than this one. It's packed with exciting adventure, like they said. And all these are like G kids if you look at them. And next we have The Cat Returns. Very good movie. I told you I got a big collection, y'all. My Neighbor Totoro, classic. My uncle, I let him borrow my movies. That's why they all beat up. They was all brand new, but when I let him borrow, he gave them back, and they was just ruined. The bindings, but the inside movie is cool. You know, it ain't damaged or nothing. But it's just the outer case of them. But yeah, My Neighbor Totoro, classic. You know, if you know, you know. It's a good movie. Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind. I about got every Ghibli movie. Just to let y'all know. I ain't got all of them yet. I still got like 6 of them left. Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind. Classic. It's like early 90s probably. They made that. Castle in the Sky, of course. If you're a Ghibli fan, you know. Very good. I just was, at this time, I was working at Sam's Club, and I was just going to Walmart like every week. Every time I got paid, I was going to Walmart and just buying all these movies at once. Kiki's Delivery Service. Man, I can't even tell you how much I spent. My collection and all, and this is only half of them. I got more movies I'm going to have to show y'all in another video. I ain't got enough time to explain all these. But Kiki's Delivery Service. And this is the last batch. I'll start with this. Ponyo. Very good. That's why I learned about the Devonian period. You know, like the late Cretaceous period, like when the dinosaurs became extinct. From up on Poppy Hill. I found this at a thrift store. Yeah, for $2.98. I got it cheap, man. When I seen it, I said, "Oh, a Ghibli movie! I gotta have that." I was like, "Whoa, let me cop that right quick." You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And this is one of my favorites. It's got stuff all on it, but The Secret World of Arrietty. They were like small people. Yeah, they were like miniature. Classic, of course. Tales of Earthsea. Another classic. Ooh, but I tell you, I think I'm gonna rebuy all of them. But they got like another version of them where it's like they all different colors, like. And then Mary and the Witch's Flower. I like it because the whole witch thing they got going on is cool. Classic. And if y'all have any of these movies, let me know, chat. I want to know. I want to see what y'all talking about in the comments. And this is one of the last Ghibli movies I got. The Boy and the Heron. I waited and waited, man. It took forever for them to drop this on DVD, the English version. But I think this is the last Ghibli movie I think he said he gonna make. He might make another one, but I think he kind of tired of making movies. Hayao Miyazaki. Boy and the Heron was good. I like how they went to that other dimension and stuff. And he found out that was his mom all along that he was with, but he didn't know. But Spirited Away still the best to me personally. This movie was so confusing. Still to this day, I do not understand what they was talking about. It's so deep. Children of the Sea. It just goes on and on. The animation is crazy. It take you to another dimension for real. If you watch this, you're gonna feel like you're in another world. Man, it's just all about the sea, the water, just taking it all in, man. A surging tsunami crash of creativity and beauty that leaves you gulping for breath. That's what it says. And it does. It leaves you breathless, literally. It leaves you thinking. Weathering with You. This movie is really good. It's kind of sad. It is astounding. But this movie take you to another world. It's got like a homey feeling. And it's the director of Your Name. The one I showed y'all earlier. The same director worked on this. Very good. I really like this, like how the rain. See, I love rain. Since I was young, I always like the sound of rain. It helps me sleep. It's just like rejuvenating. Like it's bringing everything back to life. Like when you see like rain fall, you know, anywhere, it's just refreshing, you know. And last but not least, and I'm gonna end it off right here, because I done showed y'all all my movies, that I have available. I'm gonna go get the rest of them later. Wow. Whisper of the Heart. This is it. Enchanting, another beautiful work of art from Studio Ghibli. Okay, I'll read it and then I'm gonna end this video. Discover the brilliance of this heartwarming coming-of-age classic from the legendary Studio Ghibli creators of My Neighbor Totoro and the Academy Award-winning Spirited Away, my favorite. A chance encounter with a mysterious cat sends Suzuku, a quiet schoolgirl, on a quest for her true talent, together with Seiji, a boy determined to follow his dreams, and enchanted by the Baron, a magic cat figurine who helps her listen to the whispers of her heart. Shizuku embarks on a life-changing adventure that takes her beyond the boundaries of her imagination. This beautiful tale, based on a screenplay from Hayao Miyazaki, will delight and amaze audiences for ages. Man, this was made in 1995. This is the year I was born. I was born in 95. But it was really good. She went to another world. It's always they take them to like another dimension. But if you watched the video so far, I really appreciate y'all. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for all the likes and all the views for all my videos that I've been dropping. My shoe collection video, y'all went crazy on that one. Like, that's the most views I done had in a long time. But I hope this one goes higher. Let's take it there. But yeah, I love all of y'all. I wish y'all the best. Stay safe out there. Don't do anything crazy. And just, stay prayed up. Whatever you wish for, it will come true. We're almost at 300. We're at like 290. 291 right now. And I hope before the end of the year we be well over 1,000. At least like 2,000, 3,000 before the end of the year. But whatever God wants it to be, I'm cool with that. Thank you for all the comments. I've been seeing y'all commenting on my shoe video and my video game video and my podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all, waves. That's what I call y'all, my fan base. And just thank you for sticking with me in my journey. Thank you for liking all my art. Make sure y'all follow me on my Instagram. It's the same name as this. And my TikTok. And my Twitch. Now, my Twitch name is different, but the link is in my TikTok and Instagram bio. So just make sure y'all follow me on all platforms and make sure y'all subscribe if y'all haven't. And slice that like button or tap that like button, whatever, however. And I'll be seeing y'all later. All right. Hope y'all have a good night, good rest of your day, good week, good day at work, and Happy New Year's to all y'all. This is my movie collection part 1. It's going to be another part. Part 2 is going to be more DC Comics, kind of like that. All my DC comic animated movies and like Ninja Turtles, Scooby-Doo. Like, everything going to have like Batman somewhere in it. Oh, and then Hunter x Hunter. I got a whole collection of it, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah. I got a whole, but them going to be like, well, I'm going to do 2 videos. Because one going to be series like shows I got on DVD, because I got like complete series, and then I got movies. But I'm gonna do the DC movies first, and then I'm gonna do the series after that. Or I'll probably do them two together. I don't know. But y'all will see. But thanks, guys. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and bye. Happy New Year. Peace. Peace in the Middle East.